Now, another thing I will talk about is the point of yes, we need to accept the fact that there's gross marginalization in the arts community, in the arts movement in Cameroon. Like some artists from the French-speaking part of Cameroon, they're making bread, they're getting crazy budget, they're making moves. So, Kame, what's happening, man? It's your boy, Mr. J, aka Kwame Boy, your bong boy, Adekule, Adewale, your Doko, Cleo boy, Passing. You guys know who this is, man. So, this is to my 237 audience. A couple of days ago, during the weekend, man, we had a live stream on Facebook, man. Myself, Mr. Eric, a dope Cameroonian brother who's contributed a whole lot to the industry out there in Texas, man. And then we were honored to actually have the presence of Mr. Edge, Mr. Akbo Gibbet, one of the greatest filmmakers in the country of our time, and he is still the great filmmaker if you ask me. I mean, I bet we got a whole lot of other people doing it, BIG, but we had a Facebook stream live, and it was, I mean, over 2 hours, and this right here is just my take out point, take home point. Let me put it that way, and I will summarize it in a couple of points. We talked a lot about the Cameroonian music industry. We talked a whole lot, and we shared our own inputs. And of course, a whole lot of you people were on the comment section, man. A big shout out to Miss, I don't know, is Miss or is Mrs. Ebanga Jang, a sister who's been doing it too. She knows what it is. But it's all love, my brother. Now we keep it real. I keep it real with you. So the first point that I would take from that live stream with my brother Eric was actually there's really no unity in the Cameroonian music industry. Yes, 237, you guys are not united. And when I talk about not being united, I'm talking about the artists. You feel me? Because there's I mean it's really alarming that most of our artists really just think about themselves. They don't try to reach out to the up and coming artists. They don't try to reach out to artists who are considered lesser than themselves. And this alone, this alone is going to hinder us. Is going to hinder that industry from evolving and growing to the likes of which you and me we want to see it evolve too. You feel me? Like if you look at the industries around Marvel and especially the Nigerian industry, which is actually given the world that Afrobeat, they are united. When you see the artists go anywhere around the globe to perform, another artist pops off. You feel me? When they want to do collaborations, they are artists in Nigeria who just do collaboration for free just because they're trying to push that industry together. But in Cameroon, it's different. I can tell you for a fact, it is not easy for an artist to do a collaboration with some top artists in Cameroon today, which I don't even get the whole point. If you want to move that industry further, man, you need to be able to turn it back and look at somebody coming up, and then you bring them up. You feel me? So that's the first point I took out of it. The second point is that of entitlement. I'm going to borrow Mr. Agba Gibbet's words, man. So many artists in Cameroon are so entitled to the point where they think that if something is not done by them, it can never be done by another person. What do I mean by that? A Cameroonian artist will know that there's a project that he or she cannot really give their A game. But because they are so entitled, they are so self-centered, they have to do it by themselves. Instead of taking somebody in the industry who could do it better than you, somebody that you know that can actually has more game or has more creativity levels than yourself, you would rather do it by yourself. And I will say this, the situation of writing lyrics. There are some artists in Cameroon who are very good at writing lyrics. And I will quote one, man. There's this brother by the name Mr. Ellard. Mr. Ellard is a badass music producer, a badass music writer. But seldom do I see people reaching out to this brother. When you have a project, many people don't, I mean, like, it's crazy. Do not be entitled to anything. You dig? You will be in that field for a period, a couple of years, and then after that, you would, man. There's so many. Man, we can go on and call the names, but we're not going to talk about them today. So that's the second point. The third point that I would take out from that live stream is that the Cameroonian audience are so emotional. Cameroonian artists, the fans, just like the artists, you people are so crazy emotional. Some of you are so emotional to the point where you think that you cannot be criticized. That I would say this from my own point of view, because Mr. J, they call me a critic in Cameroon, but I see it more like a crusader where it is not working. I tell you the truth so that you can fix it, you can get better. But the moment that I say something about another artist in Cameroon, which most of you guys don't like, you jump on my nuts. It's okay, I got big nuts, so you can, there's enough room for everybody, so you can keep jumping on it. This whole concept of not being happy or being upset when you get criticized is gonna put the industry down for a long time. As an industry, we need to be able to accept criticism. As an individual, I do accept criticism, you feel me? I mean, some of them, you come at me in a brutal way, I take it, and if you want to see how much I get criticized, go and read go down to my comment section for the past 3 years, and you read and you understand what Mr. J is talking about. It's okay to be criticized. And I will say this, it's not even the fact that some of you artists criticize, it's the fact that some of your artists and your management. Let's take, for example, what happened a couple of days ago with the brother who actually went on a TV show and on a talk show and tried to criticize my qualifications, which, I mean, brother, ain't nothing in the industry. You don't produce nothing, and I wonder how much you've invested in that little sister to be able to see a critic as a problem. That is the third thing that I will take. Now, let me say this. I will tell you, the other point that I took out of this live stream is that while some artists are very comfortable making some good money, I'm talking about money that they've not made for a long period in their whole life, other artists that they're faking it. And during the live stream, there was a lot of comments and the whole people asking a whole lot of questions to which I answered. You feel me? And then there was something I said about Cameroonian artists being paid, let's say, X amount, but they would quadruple that amount and tell the fan base. And I remember my sister out there was like, man, let them fake it till they make it. Now, this is the thing about faking it in art. When you fake it in art, you will not last long. When you make people understand that you bring in that bread, when you make people understand that you're getting paid X amount, believe it or not, there are people in the country who actually count your money for you. So when you tell them, okay, maybe you got paid 500K, and you go like, man, they paid me 10 million. Somebody's keeping the scores, because tomorrow when you wanna, you will be like, okay, let me fake it till I make it, like the sister said. Keep faking it till you, let's see how far you will make it. So many of you have faked it so much. It's even difficult for you to make it because we already see that part of you. And this is not going to help that industry one bit. Now, another thing I will talk about is the point of, yes, we need to accept the fact that there's gross marginalization in the arts community, in the arts movement in Cameroon. Like some artists from, the French-speaking part of Cameroon, they're making bread. They're getting crazy budget. They're making moves. You can see the moves. They're earning crazy money. You can see that. While some artists or some entertainers from the English-speaking part are not even making up like a quarter of what those people are making. Now, that is the sad reality. You feel me? It does not mean, however, that you should abandon your genre, your root music, your grassroots, movement, just to join the other part and make money. Now, if you want to get into this whole thing just for the money part of it, you can do that. But then after you make the money, what is your legacy going to be? Because I see a whole lot of artists doing that today. You jumping ships. Now, the good thing about music is when you keep jumping ships left and right, you need to understand that nobody's going to take you seriously. You first of all have to master and conquer one ship first. You captain that ship for a long time and then you jump ship. You cannot do both simultaneously. It would never ever happen. So that is my take for what the live streaming was about, man. Leave a comment, and I appreciate everybody who came through, man. Everybody who left a comment. If you left a comment and I did not reply, if you left a question and I did not reply, I apologize, but I will try to make sure that during the next stream I will actually do reply. And before I go, man, I just thought of something. The other point that I took out from the live streaming and your questions, the comment section was so many people think that I am obliged to sign an artist from Cameroon and push them forward to substantiate or to back up all the things I say. Matter of fact, I do have a record label. Some people are doubting, and I was home for 8 months. I didn't sign nobody because I didn't see nobody that was worth signing and worth my stress. And yes, if you can remember, man, the sister, was her name, Cameroonian. She was on Darling Younger show and talking about the whole concept of owning a record label. I was not ready. I was not even cut out for that stuff. And then to all of those who said, oh man, let me drop an album, this and that, who am I, my this, bro, pay attention, Mr. Bako, Cicel, whatever your name is, my brother. I don't have to drop shit, but I will keep criticizing your stuff. You feel me? As long as it is there, man, you will see me till I say I don't want to do this anymore. As a critic, I will always tell you the truth, like it or not. You feel me? We are all about the craft, the art. I mean, it's all love, man. Hey, if this is your first time coming through, man, hit that subscribe button, smash a like, share this video. This is just a piece of what, I took out from the live stream that we had. It was over 3 hours, man. I think over 3 hours on and off, man. And then we had the great edge on it. I will be dropping vlogs like this from time to time. You feel me? Come here, it's all love. By the way, I don't hate no artists. I don't hate no artists in the industry. You feel me? As long as you don't make no money and give it to me, I could care less about, But when you want to do music with everything that I would see coming from around Africa today, bro, we gotta do it right. You know what this gives me and you and your family all together. You dig? I'm out of here. Peace.
Action God, big up TRB family. Mr. J, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God.